All the scenes, bro. Matla.
No problem.
Someone come?
Yeah, we're waiting for Raviana to come actually.
I thought we were working on Hyderabadi time and he's later than us. Man,
It will be probably a far traffic, his little delay.
is Ravi coming at sunshine or sunset?
Oh, look who's here. Raviana is here.
Enough time pass for me. The seat is warm.
And here he is.
Do we good to go?
Yeah, we're good to go. I think we can just continue our conversation on where we were at. Morning, Pa. So, Ravi, you clearly like Hyderabad, okay? You keep coming here often. So, apart from teaching, what else brings you to Hyderabad? I know Mandi is one of the reasons, but what else?
You stole my answer, bro. Yeah, I think I really like the locality here. It's clean. Firstly, it's clean. Even to other places in this is Telangana.
Telangana.
Visakhapatnam is Telangana or Andhra?
No,
But it used to be together. right?
Yes.
So most of the places that I travel within this state, I find it more clean. So that is also one thing which I love, and I have more friends here. That's another reason.
Yes.
And as you said, Mandi stays on top of it. I think Mandi is one of the main reasons why I come to Hyderabad. I love Hyderabad because of this. Mandi is my favorite, man. Biryani, bro. It's crazy. Mandi biryani is my favorite. Yeah. And yeah, you said I shouldn't mention about teaching, so I'm not going to talk about it. But anyway, I really have some good set of people who comes to class, very hungry and stuff. So that is also one of the reasons why I like. But I had to mention it. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Because when we did Play It on the Boogie as well, the last edition, Play It on the Boogie, we had Anko judging one of the categories, who's from Chennai. Okay?
Yeah.
We were taking all judges around for food and stuff, okay? Everyone wanted to go to Fancy Cafe, you know. Anto came in like, Mandi so we had to send a volunteer with it. He sat down, he had his Mandi, so I think there's a lot of...
Anto India போயிட்டாரு நாங்க யாருமே இல்ல
அப்படியா?
ஆன்டோ ஒரு வாலண்டியர் போய் சாப்பிட்டு
முடிச்சாச்சுப்பா சாப்பிட்ட மந்தி எங்கப்பா இருக்கிறேன் நீங்க so I think that is how it was. So
I feel the grass is always greener on the other side.
எக்ஸாக்ட்லி
எங்க ஊர்ல கிடைக்கும் மந்தி, but I don't think it's the same taste as how you get it in your place. I think this is the best. What you get here is the best.
This is the other side.
Yeah, this is the other side for us. So obviously we go for the best one. But you guys get it every day, right?
I think that's the same when we got out the kind of like Ivan and me we're like when same the cha coffee in the park
காபி
and then the next thing is like we need sambar, we need our bigger kosa because we miss like the sambar that you get there, sambar that you get here is quite different. Like we can't explain it.
Yeah, bro. Totally, man. Totally.
we
I
will not
agree.
miss our breakfast when we go to Chennai for a jam
I agree, man.
And,
No chance.
and our dinner has to be parota and mean gravy.
Parota.
And then you're like, then our dinner's kattu parota.
Yeah. Bro, but for parota and stuff, you should go to Kerala, man. Kerala is the best. I mean, all the states in the south has their own special food.
yes.
For parota, I think you should travel to Kerala.
Shout out to Up the Way, chicken stew.
Yeah. And but yeah, I've tasted the breakfast in other states as well. But Tamil Nadu is the best when it comes to sambar, dosa, and stuff. Yeah.
Pineapple Casey, shout out to you as well. So, I mean, the reason why I didn't want you to touch on both something is I wanted to pick on it later. It's quite a vast topic and a majority of who you are as a person. So,
Yeah.
you teach a lot. You teach in India. You travel a lot. You teach also in India as well. So, what has your experience been like? Because I think you taught a lot in Hyderabad as well when you were Lapesh and Anambal brought it down a lot. So, what has your experience been like teaching? What is it the difference that you see? Like probably teaching 10 years ago, 7 years ago to teaching now? What is the difference that you see in your classes, in the way students approach it?
There is a lot of differences. Yeah. So I've been teaching for the last 15 years, right? Um, when I started teaching, the passion was really, really high. You only had YouTube.
Yes.
You didn't have all these TikTok and Reels and stuff. I'm not too old, but I'm just saying. So I think,
All good taste, you don't have to worry.
yeah. So we're the generation which saw everything, like
Yes.
transition of one to the other one. So what I'm trying to say is, when I started, the passion was more higher, and the hunger to become someone was so high, and it was difficult to achieve. So people who come to class, they just come to learn. It doesn't matter what song, it doesn't matter the choreography, or it doesn't matter anything. They just wanted to come to dance class and learn something. And then slowly I saw the transition. Right now, I see hunger in people when they come to dance class. But for me right now, everyone in the class are main characters now.
Yes.
Same character energy.
Yeah, I mean, it's good in certain way because people don't feel insecure anymore. But I feel people stopped learning proper things. Because of this reels and TikToks, you can just post something very viral, like some step, boom, 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 and then you post it, and then you get millions of views, and people think that's more easy.
The crown essence.
Yeah, it's so easy for them to achieve, right? But that's what is missing. But I also believe it's a circle. So people get used to something, and then they are tired of it, and then go to a different stuff.
Yeah.
And then now they're in a different zone. They will get tired of it, and then they'll come back to the other zone. I want to go to dance class to learn again, not to see fancy stuff anymore. You know what I'm saying? People just ask, what song do you teach now? Which I hate.
Yes.
Which I hate. What song do you teach? Which choreo do you teach? But sometimes for commercial reasons, we have to agree to it.
Yeah.
Because for organizers, they need to make money out of us, right? Because I don't want them to go on a loss too. At the same time, I hate to mention that as well, because as a creator, as a teacher, it restricts your creativity, it restricts your thing to go to the class and experience the students and decide what to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's been happening from the past to the present.
This, I remember as well, like earlier when there used to be workshops,
Yeah.
he used to mention, okay, fine, today I'm going to teach foundation, this,
Yeah.
this. And now on the workshop posters, the name of the song is put.
Yeah.
Or the style that gets taught or everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, no harm in that. But then you have your dancers who want to make this a career.
Yeah.
And then you also have people who come as casual dancers. They
Yeah.
want to pick up a mock.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So how do you balance that in a workshop? Because you cannot go really into the technicalities of what you're doing, the
Yeah.
2-hour workshop that you do.
Yeah.
Practically teach them a minute's choreo, which they can probably put up on the reel on Instagram.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how do you tackle that in terms of the varied interests of people that come to learn your workshops?
But I try to hide things inside of my class. Sometimes learning ABCD, I mean, most of the times it's boring, right? To learn the basics. But some people really love to do that. But I try to hide those things in my choreography classes. And I inject it to them without knowing by themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I try to do that. I play it very smart. There are two things that you can do. One, you go against the world, be straightforward, and people are not going to like you for that, right? And the second thing, you play along. You go with whatever the world is doing right now, and then at the same time, without losing who you are. So which is pretty complicated, very complex. That route is really complex, right?
Yeah.
But somehow you need to find that balance, which I'm trying to do. I don't know if I've achieved it yet, but I'm on that way. I'm on the way to do that.
Well, I could relate to that.
Yeah.
Because see, you've been dancing like you've been teaching for 15 years, so you purely put in the hard yards
Yeah.
to get to where you are,
Yeah.
to call yourself a teacher,
Yeah.
but then you still probably have that open mind to be a student where you need to be.
Of course. Yeah.
I think the urge to become a teacher quicker is what is stopping people from exploring and getting a lot deeper into what they feel. So Asura, I mean, like you're just talking about Instagram and read. So when you make a songs, do you subconsciously or just by what's happening, how much do you think about? Okay, fine. How bad or how catchy should the soup be for it to become a viral? How much does Instagram algorithm or how much virality do you want to get you a song plays when you write a song? Or is it even a part of it to make a song or is it not?
So these days I'm slowly trying to understand this. But initially it is just purely it's what I want to say. Like, because my initial 2 to 3 songs doesn't even have a... I don't even know how to put up this together. So I just, like, whatever I feel like I used to put that on a beat. I don't even know what is the format of a track. But then slowly, I want to make it more, like, sounding catchy. So that, like, I bump on it multiple times. It's not just always a story. Sometimes I write on the beat. I used to write first and then make beats for it. In the earlier days.
Okay.
And then later, like how we do dance, like we listen to our music and we put together stuff. So I started doing the same thing. I started listening to the beat and I started writing. And then this thing came much later because whenever I try to do something for Instagram or something, I felt like, not that shame on me. Because, like, I try to keep it as much as real as possible. Like, whatever I want to say, I might convert that into something so that it is go into the broader people so that they can understand. For example, if I'm telling that this is my, like, if I'm saying going from here to there is too hard for me. So I put it like, why going down is always like easy, getting up is hard. But a lot of people can relate. If I go specifically objectify it, a lot of people might not relate with it. So I try to subjectivize what I'm saying. That comes in the second layer of. First layer is always what I want to say. Second layer is how I can make this song so that everyone can relate. So that comes. I don't specifically write for platforms, but it's more for the people, like, regardless of where that is going from. So that is my process. And I thought, like, I felt really bad whenever I tried to do something for Grab. So I did it Grammy or Grab.
I mean, like, there's no harm in it because I think you also reach masses through it.
Yeah.
Right? So there's no harm in trying to write to a particular audience for your song to get viral because you reach masses, you reach new people. The more it reaches, the more people know about hip hop. So I don't think there's.
One thing happened very strangely because I made this one track, which went pretty virally. It's not released on, ESPs or anywhere. Nenu Putanu is something that went almost
Yes.
37 million social media with footprint. We never had a song this. That shocks me. And only one thing that I could, what did I do in this song? I just enjoyed making it. I heard it almost like 70 times after making it. I realized, okay, it's something that I love to listen 70 times. I'm not getting bored. Usually, like, makers get bored of their songs. If I'm listening to 70 times, and other people might listen to it because for 5 minutes. So that's why it's pretty viral. I don't know what's in it. I think it's related authenticity of how Telugu people could drink and stuff like this. So I just like took an old song and then I just flipped it a bit and then I put what happens if I rhyme. So a lot of people relate to that, I guess. It felt pretty viral. So it's hard for me to understand what goes well and what's not. The closest thing that I understand is, like, if I can listen to my song for multiple times, people can listen to it 3-4 times. It's something that I understood. I still don't know what is the formula for making a vinyl. Not sure.
Yeah, I think it because the definition of it keeps changing. So by the time you think you figure it out, the definition of virality has changed. By the time you figure that out, so you're always on to the next thing trying
Yeah.
to play catch up by saying.
I don't think we can figure it out at all.
Because by the time you think, okay, fine, this is what? Oh, fine. Oh, this is out of style already. Okay, fine, I'll have to move on to the next thing. So,
True. I think I love the fact how the virality is going towards the real stuff, which is not set up करके पूरा ये सब करके लगाए तो people are not interested in it. But something else, the most raw kind of content is going more viral. And it's reaching more people. Distribution towards that kind of thing is more vibrant, is what I recently saw. That is one thing I can say. But yeah, apart from that, like, no, it's hard to.
I think probably that's why podcasts and roundtables are also an in thing because this is probably all of us sitting in a school in a last bench and saying enough of an interest. This is becoming viral. Like I was talking about everything under the sun
Yeah.
for a good hour and a half. People are spending so much time and watching it. So I think there's a lot of relatability to that.
Masama Pakarama. I think I said it right.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. So Ravi, I mean, we taught a lot of workshops at Hyderabad. So if you have to sum up the scene or the people that come attend your workshops in Hyderabad, what are the 2 or 3 words that will probably relate it? And what are the things that you think they should work on or probably lack without it?
See, to answer your question, I think one of the most hungriest cities in terms of learning, that's definitely Hyderabad. Every time I came here, the class was always full, and people are so hungry, and which should be the foremost thing for any people to learn in a class. So, which is already there. And what else I can say about them? Like,
You've been teaching in Hyderabad, like you've been in workshops multiple times, like you come here. So, what are the 2 or 3 things that you think are very unique to the scene here in Hyderabad? And what are the areas that you think the dancers here need to focus on to get better at?
oh yeah, okay. I'm not sure if I'm right because I've been to Hyderabad hardly, yeah. So I don't live with people here. So I just travel and go, and go. But as far as I've traveled, compared to the other places that I've visited, the people are more. The people here are promoting unity more, and maybe I'm not right, but as far as I've seen in events, I see people coming together more and supporting each other more, and the events that are happening gets a good amount of sponsors as well. Your government sponsors some of your dance events. That's what I've seen, right? Last time when I came here, there was some event which was funded by government. I heard. So these are the things which I really like from Hyderabad, which other cities can learn from, which other cities can try to implement. That's what I feel about coming to Hyderabad and teaching classes and stuff. Yeah.
So Anup, I mean, I'm back to spit your game. So I think you are very cautious about bringing in that school and college crowd, drawing people together from there so that they have a very early imprint of hip-hop and everything that happens. So when you think about doing spit your game or organize a workshop or any of the other small milestone events that you do, who are your audience? Who do you target the most? Or who do you think I need to get these people to my jam as an audience or as a dancer? So what goes it about for people?
I look at having anyone is a age of say 9-10 years, they'll 30, 35 years. I see a lot of people dancing with age so I always pick up an artist who is there for like at least 2 decades or 3 decades, and they had a good amount of influence. Now, for example, Daviana is there. He's been teaching for like 50 the C. And when it comes to the beat of the song also, he picks up a song where everyone knows. I don't want to specify about a particular song or something, but people love coming to that particular class. Like that, we pick up every art, like, say, this edition, again, we have lot of themes. We have like the 12 international artists started, and we are picking to Korea, Japan, the place, and we ensure that we pick up that particular spec, be it house, be packing, art service, be it wholesale, class, something. And the speed at one selling point for us, and also we could travel for that one particular class is what we look at and we plan now.
So you ensure that you stay consistent when see that if so that there's an underlying theme and theme audience or your target continuous and there's not a break when you guys good. I mean, Ravi, I think I've had this conversation with these three as well. So, what was your early influence of, say, street styles or early influences of dance exercise? Like for me, it was Prabhudeva. Okay. I still remember when I was a kid, like in school at 6 or 7, we went to Egmore station and I was very specific of getting down the steps, dancing the way Prabhudeva danced in one of the songs. Okay, like a what is I still have that picture. So, what was your early impressions of music and dance? Like even before I knew hip hop, for me and as the for Ivan and for the others as well, like from music perspective, it was always A.R. Rahman because he was always producing music that was paired up in style. And from a dancing perspective, at least for us here, South Indian was always met us there. There's also many dances, and he always tried, like I at least always tried to dress up like him and stuff because he was wearing baggy pants and suspenders and back. What was your early impression like?
I mean, everyone admires him, bro. He's the greatest. Yeah, so we're so blessed that he's from India, right? For me, as far as I remember right from my childhood, maybe, UKG, when I was in UKG, like 4 years old, my first ever dance that I still remember. I was so little and I was a center figure. Like I think it's been there with me naturally. When my teacher asked me to dance and then they trained me, they found that this guy is dancing good, so let's put him to the center, right? So I always remember whenever I danced in my school days, when I was a kid, I was always in the center. So it was there, the interest was naturally there, maybe because I've heard my mom dance, love to dance, love to sing a lot. My mom's dad, he used to be an artist as well, like a street artist. So he danced, he acted in theaters, right? So maybe it's so natural for me. And then I didn't take dance so seriously because it was just a part of my life, just like anybody else who loved to dance in schools, right? And then after college, when I wanted to dance full-time, dance professionally, then I started searching for things. I really wanted to learn stuff, but I do not know where to start with. So I had this opportunity to choreograph a college team, all-girls college team, where they demanded me to teach them locking, house, hip-hop and stuff. And then I was like, I never learned those stuff before. So I just watched TV and dance, right? And then that was the first time when I heard those terms. And then I was like, okay, let me go to YouTube, search for it. And then I started learning on YouTube without knowing whom I'm learning from, right? Later, I realized the tutorials that I've learned from Hilti and Bosch, the locking stuff, and then Gogo Brothers. And then for house, I learned a lot from Jadi Santiago. I don't know if you guys know him. He still do tutorials till date, huh? And then I was introduced to this YouTube video called Urban Dance Camp.
Yes.
So it was huge back then, right? Where I found a lot of people dancing so differently, because I don't see any particular dance styles in that. It was just a thing. Like if you do something, you look like yourself, and you do something, you look like yourself. I don't see any similarities between you, right? I was like, wow, it's so fascinating. I want to do something like this. Of course, I wanted to learn street styles, but I want to do this more. So I started researching about it. There I found people like Brian Puspus, Ian Eastwood, Lando Wilkins. These people were my first ever inspirations. And then I found Sean Evaristo. I don't know if you guys know him. So he's like a father of this urban dance community. But you don't call this as urban anymore because of some issues. They stopped calling it. But back in the days, it was a thing. So I discovered Sean Evaristo, and my life have changed after I saw him first time. So yeah, for me, these are the people who influenced me a lot. And of course, Prabhudeva, he's from our country, and it's in our blood, right? So whatever we see, whatever we watch, when we talk about dance in India, of course, he comes on top of it. So I'm a mixture of all of these people.
Product.
I'm a product because of all these people. You know what I'm saying? So you can see a glimpse of all of these people that I mentioned. Over the period of time, I tried to learn from these guys and then move on and try to find myself. So going back and forth. So it's been a journey so far. Yeah.
I mean, like, I think it relates to what you were speaking earlier, that you find yourself, like, what makes you is what you try to find all your life in everything that you do. And I mean, it was same for me as well, I think, because the first movie that I ever watched was Carry Leader, Chiranjeevi. The second one that I watched was Premikudu Prabhudeva. So I think you probably get drawn to what you do, and from there you figure out, okay, fine, this is what I do, this is what it gets done.
Yeah.
You probably do the things first and then find out that, okay, fine, this is what it gets done. I think all of us have had that journey.
Am I the only one who also like Lauren?
Oh, of course, bro. Everybody loves him, bro. Come on, man. He's crazy, bro. Just because we spoke about Prabhudeva, we forgot about Lawrence. But, bro, come on, man. He's smooth, man.
Like these people broke barriers. They did the hard yards.
Yeah.
You would get, because I think even for Ivan and me, like Wookie Wookie was the only place where you could play, watch, and pick up. So like this in that 240 pixel videos that used to be on YouTube. I think it started off from there, and
But I guess that was the only reality show which is real.
Yeah, my brother is cool.
and they came up quite real. I mean, if you watch even after the show, when Javed Jaffar Hamid asked about what made Oogie Woogie, what it was, I think they were quite real. So, you know, so anything else, and they kept it quite simple, probably because they came from that, they understood the skill that they came from, so they tried to keep a journey for them. I think we both the formulation very organically there. Now, unconventional career paths are not separate. Back in the day, पहले पढ़ो, जो पढ़ना है पढ़ो, get your shit done, then you get to do what you want. Right? You either pick to be a engineer or a doctor.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, do your MBA. Are you interested in sports? Do along with this.
Yeah.
Are you Christian in dancing? Do along with this.
Yeah.
So, how tough was it for, I mean, this could be any of you guys, to convince your parents that, yeah, this is a legit career for me. Like, I can be financially secure, keep a family financially secure, but still wake up looking forward to the day because I am doing what I like. So, how tough was it for you to convince yourself first, get that conviction, and convince the people around you and anyone get?
I mean, when I realized that I can choose this, so over time, like I'm just right. You wanna, I just wrote 2 or 3 songs. Like, I can't tell them that I'm gonna take it as a serious thing. But I always knew that art is one thing which we got positive. What do you say? Like, positive words towards. School में गाली पड़ी. I never liked it. See, I realized like, see, art is something that I'm good at properly. Like, when I draw something, so I started narrating stories. I call myself storyteller. I pick different mediums in there, different meanings of art. So I started sketching it, and they liked it, and I wanted to do more of it. Because if you do one thing for a longer time, people say, "हाँ, ठीक है, बहुत साल से करो." But I loved it still. Then I realized, like, अगर कुछ करना है तो आर्ट के आस में ही करें. Because other things I'm not pretty sure of. To get that balls to tell a orthodox family that you want to do something other than the engineering, I think there is this anxiety. The more I'm getting close to MS in US or Canada and things like that, like I'm getting rejected all the way. Like they're telling, "हाँ तेरे को visa नहीं आया, तेरे को 50% है." What? The more I'm going close to it, the more I'm getting angry. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do this." I explained my parents, like for almost like it's 5 to 6 hours for years. We sat down and it was like, "Chalo, aaj bolna hi." I understand where they come from because they want me to be secure and stuff like that. Like, it makes sense why they think like that. But then I was like, secure the रहेंगे, but like, but you'll be depressed as fuck. Like, I don't want to be there. So, bola, like I told them, like, give me 1 year. If nothing happens, I go back and do whatever you guys want. That is 2019. That's when Nawa Gang started. That 1 year we released almost like 5 months we released, 1 week every Friday. So we used to just like from morning 6 o'clock to night 1 or 2, it doesn't matter. There's some days like 48 hours like we straight work, like we don't know it. We don't sleep, we pass out. Hit up and then just like do the same thing and then pass out. Same thing. Yeah, it was kind of hard, but it's not as hard as I thought. I thought it was gonna be end of the world. My parents were like a mice cop. It didn't happen like that. They were also luckily helpful. My brother helped me a lot, and then my mom and dad understood after that year because within that 1 year I worked with some of the major names in the industry. So I performed on Siren of Summary, audio launch with 45,000 people in the whole stadium. That's like my dad is, I don't know what you're doing, but वहाँ तक गया तो करना. चलो करें. So that happened, and then I'm just
Right. So when it comes to dancing scene or the path that we wanted to choose, mine it used to be like my dad always used to support me because he's also a dancer. But when it has come to my mom, she was a little hesitant. Nenu 10th grade lo unnappudu they gave me a separate room for studying and all. I never used to study. It was always about
room in 10th grade is a bag.
and that too with a AC, bro.
Bro.
Ah.
And with a box full of tissue.
you want to make it everybody.
So I used to dance then. And in intermediate వచ్చిన my mom is like, no dancing, because she saw my dad struggling a lot when it has come to this path. There were days when we used to be like, okay, we are leading a nice royal life and all. The other few months, it is like on and off. So obviously parents will definitely think about you. So she is like, don't choose this path. ये सब वर्कआउट नहीं होता, इज्जत से नौकरी करना है, is what she was like. So for her satisfaction, during my college second year, as in the year 2011, I joined a company for a salary of 10,000 rupees. Way back in the year 2011, 10,000 was a very big amount. Then I thought, okay, now it's been almost 6 months I started working, and then I bought my first superbike, a Honda CBR I've bought. And just to keep my mom happy, I still used to work, and I worked in corporate for almost 10 years, bro. I was with Tata's first, and then I switched to Techem. There also I worked for like 6 years. And in 2017, I'm like, no, this is not happening. I only want to dance. I only want to do events. Apart from this, I don't want to do anything else. And she, in fact, now also sometimes she asks me, are you happy what you're doing? Then there you used to have a fixed income every month. Everything was going smooth. How it is? Now I control my things, even if I'm not doing great or anything. I always ensure that, I keep it like, okay, I'm doing it. Because at the end of the day, dance is passion. And the earlier topic that you asked, am I making losses or, I'm making profits? I really don't care about losses or profits, but until and unless I am alive, I really want to continue the dance scene and I really want to see the next generation coming up. That's the whole thing, bro.
Nice. I think you figured out your calling quite early that way. That's why you probably hard relate to everything that Ravi says. Ravi, how was it for you?
Uh, let me be very honest with you guys. I think I'm blessed that I'm independent, because my family was earning and they were not dependent on me, right? So that is one blessing that I had. And choosing dance as a career, I didn't plan it, and I didn't even know dance would work for me. But after college, when I started to work, my my heart wanted me to dance more. Because of work, I couldn't continue dancing as how I used to dance, right? So my heart wanted to dance more. So I stopped working after 3 months. It was a decent salary, but I didn't want to work. There is something in me that which didn't let me work. You just go to dance, even though I get zero from there, right? I just went to dance. I was dancing, and then just like you mentioned, India, the parents here, they're so worried about you, and they never want you to choose something which may work and may not work also, right? So something doubtful, they don't want you to do something doubtful. They want a sure thing for you because they care about you, right?
0%
Yeah. So they care about you. And as usual, my parents, they didn't, especially my mom, right? My dad was really cool. Like, whatever you do, just do it. But my mom, she was so worried, and she kept insisting that you're wasting your life. You're wasting your life. Don't dance, don't dance. Go to work, study, this and that. Then I tried to convince my mom, but after a point of time, I couldn't do it. And see, she's a blessing again for me, but she's a police, right? You know how they treat you at home, just like how they treat criminals. They just treat you like that sometimes, and it's so abusive. Uh, yeah, but then I realize right now why they did it. It was all because they wanted us to be good, right? But I didn't understand that. But still, I continued dancing. And then, just because I'm not saying that I'm a special talent, I'm born with skills and stuff. When I did it continuously, consistently, for years, it did click for me. Anything is possible with practice. Anybody, you, him, anybody. If you want to do something, you practice it with consistency, you will achieve it, right? So without knowing, when I applied myself for over the years, it did click for me in few places. And then when my mom saw that little growth in me, that okay, people are recognizing him, people are talking about him. And then I took part in a reality show, and then I came on TV, right? And then people spoke about me, talked about me everywhere. And then my mom was like, "Oh, he's doing good. Maybe it might work for him, but I don't think I can convince him to work again or study again. I think I need to support him." So there was this one fine day where she came and told me, "You know what? I don't know if you're going to succeed in this career, but as far as I live, you're sorted." She told me, "As far as I live, you're sorted. Don't worry. Just continue doing it. Even after I'm gone, I make sure you will have things in life." So that's what she said. When she said it, I was like, wow, that was something which I always wanted to hear. because all those years when they abused me through words for spoiling my life and this and that, I felt so furious, but I understood them later because there is nobody loves you better than your parents, right?
Because it comes from a place of concern.
Yeah.
It comes from a place
Yeah,
like,
I didn't understand that back in the days, but I understand it now. But when she said it, right, this thing, I was like, wow. That gave me 10 times more power to do things in a larger scale. And then, yeah, it clicked, bro. That gave me more confidence. And then I kept doing shit. And I didn't even know whether it will work, but because that's how it happened back in the days, right? So I kept working, I kept doing things, people recognized it. And then when people recognized it, I was like, is it really that good? Because I didn't know that. But people recognized it. I was like, okay, maybe I should continue doing it. And then more I did it, more people recognized, and it just worked, bro. Now, life is really good. Since you said I've been traveling and teaching for the last 15 years, and in the last 2-3 years, I've been traveling around the world. I did 2 Europe trip and then 2 US and Canada trip as well. I taught everywhere. There were a lot of people in my classes. And then I'm doing concerts and training celebrities and stuff, bro. Life is good, man.
Nice.
Life is good.
Good.
If you believe in something, even though I mean, just as I said, you might not know it will work or not, but consistency, bro. If you do something with consistency and you're passionate about it, it will work. Definitely, man.
like I think both of you all touched upon quite important. It's while given the artistic freedom, the artistic freedom comes with a whole lot of discipline that these people, like Asura just mentioned, dropping tracks every Friday, no matter what. For you, it is creating that body of work so that the denial that comes from your parents turns into acceptance when they see you breaking through.
Yeah.
Then you get a belief, then the support system around you gets belief in you that yes, this guy is going to do something about it.
Yeah.
In every walk in life, like you go astray if you don't have the discipline to keep knocking at the same place of the wood like every time. The door to break down, it keep happening in every place. So I think it's quite happily realized.
Yeah.
If to look forward to, Ravi, what's coming from you in the next 3 or 6 months? What will people look forward to?
Right now, I'm gonna break. I'm not saying I'm gonna break, but partially break from dancing to take care of family works and stuff. There are a few things that I'm doing for the family, which he knows. So it's going to be finished in 1 or 2 months, and I will take dance full time again because right now I'm not creating anything. I'm giving myself time because, as I said, I traveled a lot, I taught a lot, and then I felt a little exhausted of continuously doing stuff. And in 2 or 3 months, nothing much with dance career, but yeah, a lot of things are happening at home, and I'm so happy about it because I need to. I'm happy that I'm able to spend time for the family as well. You know, I have a son who's 6 years old, and yeah,
What's his name?
Isai Nilan. Yeah. So after 3 months, I'm planning for another studio as well. The studio is doing really good in the south in Chennai. There will be another studio, but in a very big scale. Because I've visited a lot of studio in Europe and US. I was like, wow, we need to bring the same setup to India as well, because I think this is the time. There are so many people who wants to learn and take dance as a career, right? This is the time to give such infrastructure to the students in India. There are a few people in India doing it already, and I wanted to do as well. So, which I'm planning to do after 3 months. And yeah, these are the 2 things which I can tell you right now. Other things are in the loop. When I'm very sure about it, maybe I can share later.
totally happy for you, Ari.
Yeah.
It's everyone goes through the fatigue when you need to take a break.
Yeah.
But to go charge,
Yeah.
go back. This was
Just like how these fishing is done.
Yes.
They fish for the whole amount of time and then they leave for some time so that there'll be more fishes in the sea and then they go for it. So the same amount of I leave this space for my creativity to grow. Yeah.
So I've been wanting to record. I won't even go 3 to 6 months, but talking the next 3 weeks. Where are you based in record?
So I always spin for jams and battles. I spin for clubs and stuff. I have two of my friends who spin for clubs and stuff. But when it comes to jams, when it comes to battles, that's where I live. Okay, that's where I can show my creativity.
Where you don't have people holding and laughing.
No offense to that, but what happens is I want to challenge dancers. See, I took a workshop back in 2019, 2018 when Flagged Nobunaga came, and I was when I spent time with them, I was continuously talking to them. Even they were like, dude, take some rest, take it easy. But still, I was, because that is where we can learn. That is the time where Nasser bought them and I was there. We were working together. I learned a lot from them. So what they thought is we should challenge the dancers. Battle DJ should challenge the dancers. So coming back to this, I mean, circling to this, I am thinking I should produce music now, especially for breakers. So what happens is, see, I love breaking. If you see, back in 2011, actually 2014-15, I played on controllers, 1 or 2 jams. Soon after that, I picked turntables, mainly because I'm a b-boy and breaks are played on turntables, because you need to stop it. You get a break, when you stop, that's a break. So that happens only on turntables. So scratching and stuff, yes, I understand. Cool Herb and my teacher, Can I understand all that, but breaker, breaks, turntables. So this is the triangle. This is how it is. So we need to produce music. I can't see. For example, Ravi choreographed a piece. I can't teach the same thing, same song in a studio. After doing that, I can't face Ravi. That is how it is. So this they don't understand in DJing. So someone produced the music and you cannot play that DJ's music. It is straight up a bite. You cannot do it. People don't understand it. Especially people who started DJing. I'm talking about the battle DJs. Commercial stuff, you have to play Justin Bieber, you have to play Kendrick Lamar. Otherwise, people won't dance. And obviously, once they are drunk, everybody is Kendrick Lamar, everybody is Justin Bieber. So that's a different part of a story, though. But so I'm thinking to produce music, and also my constant attempt to grow the dancing community in Hyderabad is on. Till I live, I think that will be there. So that is there. Shout out to Anup, shout out to Faria, shout out to more people, Proximity, Jerome. There are many people who are going there, who are doing that. So there are young kids now. Charmi is doing very good. Rahul is coming up very good. So there are young kids who are doing good. And I'm also thinking I will train a student in the underground DJing. So what happens is jams, when I spinned for Anup's jam for Spit Your Game, people who started was Michael and Shubhra. When they approached me, they were like, bro, this is a small jam. That is how everybody approaches me. This is a small jam. And this is for the scene. These are the lines, everybody uses it. But that at that point of time, they were genuine though. So you charge us less. Paranga naning evlo panmudi avlo. Like that. Michael Tamil Paye. Shubhra is they picked up, whenever a dancer picks up a style, I have a respect for them. Okay, so I started doing for less money. Okay, so now I think now I can't afford to do that because my equipment to carry my equipment is a task for me. Okay, DJs like Can I, they have assistants. Okay, so that is a different ball game. So I want to teach. Apart from that, also I want to teach someone who will learn the correct form of DJing, coming to break dance or coming to underground scene. Early yesterday, see, yesterday also there was a show. I spin for a show. I was playing proper disco, proper funk, and hip hop. I didn't want to play hip hop, but Ivan means hip hop. They expect hip hop from me. So when I spinned hip hop, I remember I was playing Rakim's Don't Sweat the Technique. As soon as I played that, I have a set. As soon as I played that, I played the Punjabi MC song. And as soon as I played this, the entire club, they started doing Bhangra. Okay, my intention was not the same song I play somewhere else, they still will break. Okay, not telling our crowd is not educated, but as I told, they were drunk. Half of them were drunk. So as soon as I played that, so I, as a DJ, I felt bad. Obviously, bro, you changed I built something. Sudden na Punjabi kottala Punjabi valadi.
Bro, but I feel hip hop and Bhangra carries the same energy, bro.
Yes. So that's how Ambi also told me when I went for dance show style recently. They have a category Bhangra. So I immediately switched. So I want people to when they come to a hip hop event, I want them to do hip hop. Even though there is music, I know they lack knowledge, but there are teachers. There is Ravi, there is Velu, there is Zubu. They are coming and teaching. Shout out to Anup who gets them off often, and now also there were teachers who teach authentic dance style. You should learn from them. That is what it is. See, Spit Your Game is different like that. Spit Your Game concentrates more on workshops. I understand battles are apart. So what happens when FE came, we made sure that there is a breaking workshop. Nowadays in India, there are hardly people taking breaking workshops. So it happens. That is how it is. So even though it is a loss for him, he made sure that there is a breaking. And I am sure now also he will have a breaking workshop.
But why is that? Because even in Chennai,
Yeah.
I think the scene is slightly changing. The breaking, and I used to see a lot of breaking
Yes,
categories and events, but now very less. It is happening, but very less. But why is that? What is wrong?
Ideally, it should not happen. Ideally, a jam should start with breaking. You're talking about Chennai. See, shout out to Chennai. Because of Chennai, I'm sitting here. Reason, proximity. Reason, when we went for a workshop and to organize the jam, IBC, and Gonza was the one who took the workshop.
In IIT? IIT or where?
IIT,
2011. Oh, okay.
So what happened is, we gave a showcase where we did all the styles, locking, popping, little bit of house, and breaking. So Gonza, and I was very depressed. As I told, I saw Bunny and all. I got thrashed. In a breaking category, I went and did popping. And I was the first b-boy whom they called on the mic. That hit me very badly. I literally I was on tears. Then we attended the workshop. Then Gonza, he spoke to us separately. I still remember. I am in touch with Gonza now. So I still remember he spoke to us. He was like, you guys are very good. You guys are doing all the styles. But you have to pick one style. When he told that, that is when we picked. I was still thinking of popping, but as a crew, when crew is doing something, we have to stick to it. So I started breaking. So Chennai, I think most of them are moving into movie industry. isn't it?
The breakers?
Yes, the breakers, they want to, for example, there was a breaker, Nash,
B-Boy Nash. Yeah.
crazy man.
He's crazy. He's one of my favorites
Yes, yes.
in India, bro.
He came to pick us up. Okay?
Yeah.
He came 5 I'll tell you the story.
Yeah.
Nash came to the station, Chennai set and he figured out. Then we were like, we were, Pivandirkra and all. And cut to evening, he's out there doing parades on the floor and like, Arey, chupa, this fellow pick us up.
Oh, that fellow.
He had a flair, bro. The style that he carried is definitely one of my favorites in the whole country, man.
But bro, like for us, when I speak about Chennai breaking, first that comes
Yes.
to my mind is Bravo.
Bravo.
Huh?
Bravo.
Bravo, man. Oh, yeah, he's so good, bro.
Yeah, like he had PT like one.
So wow.
But then I think he was one of those early breakers, one like art pieces, bro.
Break gurus, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, break.
This is like crazy, man. And talking about IPC, right? I was talking about hunger. So I'll tell you the story. Ponda's workshop was happening.
Yeah.
We have a train at 4:30. Workshop is happening. Okay, we know we are getting late for the train, but we're still stuck in the class because we're so damn hungry to learn, bro. And Anto comes to us and like, train hai papa, like 4 mani Anto. 4 mani adapa, workshop is happening. No, it's like, no, you guys need to leave, and we rushed to the station to we did not care that we're missing our train and all. And I think that sort of hunger to learn the technicalities and foundations is missing now.
Missing right now. Yeah.
Because that makes the backbone of a dancer and backbone of a scene. I know we've digressed a bit from what's coming from you, but I think this is an important topic that I want to
Is that the only reason, do you guys believe? Or maybe not enough events are happening?
No, I don't even that poor because there are enough events happening. Back then, you did not even have PC1 or Dancer Style happening. Okay, they're like legit. You could count the number of jams that used to happen within India, and they were like, we should do this. Okay. All year, I know a few B-boys who used to train all year because they knew freeze is to Hungary. They wanted to win freeze.
I know, yeah. It's huge.
Yeah, like, and you don't see that happening now because, as I like in our earlier conversation, people want to transition quickly from being a student to a teacher.
Yeah.
And when you want that journey to be shorter, you are focused more on taking workshops than attending them. You have to attend a lot of Ravi Varma's workshops before you become Ravi Varma. But people want
I know, yeah.
that a lot with
So what happened?
This was a thing back in the days also. But now it have become more.
Yeah. So what happened is recently, not recently.
With people wanting to have that instant gratification.
It's not because of how the influence. I think I've seen this like after the internet came into place. People are very quick about something. They think they know more, and then they're exploring more of. But it's like you scrolling and you're finding a lot of different kind of inspirations all of us.
You need that dopamine, you need that instant gratification.
Back then, becoming someone like that is your poor thing. So you have to learn a lot to get there. These days, you do some clowny shit and you get that number. From person to number, it has changed. I think maybe that also acts a bit.
That can be one of the reasons too. But I also believe COVID, bro. The 2 years, man, transformed the lives of a lot of people, right? A lot of people lost business. Events stopped happening. A lot of events before that, right? My team used to compete in every competition in India because I know.
Yeah.
That's why I know a lot of competitions. But after COVID, people went in loss. They couldn't survive. Almost half of them, or maybe 60% of them, stopped working, stopped doing events. Big events stopped. Big studios closed. A lot of dancers started working, and then they couldn't dance anymore. Maybe that is also one of the big reasons why scene have changed in India. That's what I believe, which I think is recovered now a little bit, or to a maximum now. That can be one of the reasons too.
I think one of the reasons, I don't know if I should say this, but cult also, I think, fucked up a bit. The dancers' lives. There are few dancers.
What is the cult? What do you mean?
Cult is cult fitness.
Cult fitness. A brand.
So dancers, what happened? They went there. So they have to teach a routine which is easy for people. Zumba, something like Zumba. So Zumba, see, I will not say Zumba. If Jags does Zumba, that is a different Zumba. That is something else. I can't match.
I mean, whatever she do, bro.
I'm just telling because back then when Zumba means Jags for me at least when in Hyderabad. So now there are many people and now I don't see Zumba also. Oh, हो गया Zumba का भी time हो गया. That's also another. Even we went for workshops also. बैठना.
Going back to your conversation about, see, what's coming? First came the music, then came the dance.
Yeah.
Right? Then, why is it that when someone's organizing a jam, the last money that they have is for a DJ?
Yeah.
I have plans to piece, okay? Spend 99,000. I have 1,000 left, okay. Which DJ can I find in 1,000? Why is DJs not prioritized? Because your scene grows only when
The music.
DJ challenges, like you mentioned,
True.
music grows.
True.
And like, we still have jams happening in India where your SoundCloud playlist is enough to run a jam.
Exactly.
Why is that happening? Because the quality of the dancer, as Ivan mentioned, grows. When you get Chani number, you say.
Yeah.
And why are DJs not prioritized like that? Why are like for someone like Ivan who's probably invested a lot on turntables because he understands having that infrastructure is as important as having the technicalities that go out of doing it. Why are jams not built enough? Why do you think?
I have a different perspective. The first thing I do is that when I'm doing an event, the first call that I do is to I will I will be planning a product event of this month. The first thing, the first and foremost thing I would say is, bro, you are one of the DJs because he's spinning from Studio Game Volume 1. I would proudly say he's a resident DJ. First week we close in, and then the next conversation that I have with Ivan and I is, Anna, this is the artist lineup that we are listening at. These are the workshop artists who gonna come. And now, this year, whom do you think we should get as a DJ? Always I take Ivan and our suggestions, and in my case, the first preference he gives for a DJ because now you bring up good music, a quality music. That is when, like you just said, dancers will travel from different places because they like to hear some fresh music. In fact, for this edition, the coming edition, we are getting an international DJ. Do you want me to reveal the name?
Yeah, you can.
So we are getting Joseph W. For this edition.
Another reason to travel to Summit your game, guys.
Yeah.
Joseph W is coming.
Joseph
W
from
hip hop DJ.
Germany.
He's from Germany.
Wow. That's
He's
good.
Düsseldorf. He's from
Okay.
Düsseldorf, Germany. He's traveling to India.
That's crazy,
Coming
man.
action.
Wow.
And I'm also sure Ivan has a lot of free time this edition
Yeah,
because he's spinning. He'll help me out with organizing things on the
running the jam.
So Ivan lost his job.
No, he'll always be the resident DJ. He'll play one or two categories, but most of the categories would be played by
I still remember like one of the editions of Freeze, we just wanted to go there because Bless One was playing.
Ah.
Back then, Nasser and Black Eyes bought Bless One when a lot of jams in India were purely struggling to get an international judge.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was so far ahead that not only did he bring an international judge, he ensured that he gets Bless One. Like Bless One for breakers, like you will love to dance on his music.
That's crazy, man.
So getting someone like that, putting that investment, I think a lot of people have to follow suit.
You know, at the end of the day, it is a business.
Yes.
But unfortunately, most of these events are done by dancers
Yeah.
who doesn't know how to run a business. We always go in a loss. I'm including myself in that
Yes,
list.
yes.
Yeah, we always go in a loss because we do it for passion and we don't care about the loss, right? But what if we learn the strategies? What if we learn to do business with it? What if we learn to bring people who can invest in it, the business people, and then make it work for them as well? Then I think this is going to be more easier to bring people from abroad. There are some people figured it out, like Anoop, like you mentioned, Freeze, the event Freeze,
Yes.
and some events, some of the people in the game who figured it out. but most of the people who actually do event, they are going in a loss, bro. For me, they only consider this as an investment in terms of the name and branding, but money-wise, most of the times they go in a loss. So I believe they have to find a way to run this as a business successfully. Even if not to gain out of it, at least don't lose money from your hand.
Just to make break even.
Yeah, break even. That's a win situation for us as a dancer to run an event. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Just to add what Ravi told, what happens is for a successful event, participants play a major role. For example, we'll take Anup's example. A Frankie guy is sponsoring. So we did everything what we could do. If a Frankie roll is 150 outside, we made sure that it is 70 rupees. Frankie guy paid us, paid the event guy. Okay. What participants should do is they should buy a Frankie. Okay, one person buying a Frankie for 70 rupees. Imagine 70 people buying. Okay, so Frankie guy makes money here. He will show these accounts to his head office. Frankie guy is everywhere, not only in Hyderabad, is in Bangalore, is in Chennai, everywhere. So, telling this, giving this as an example, you can approach a Frankie guy in Chennai for a sponsorship. So, if it is successful here, you will tell him it will be successful there. So, for it to be successful here, you should do something. Anyways, if I am traveling to Chennai, I will eat. Without eating, I can't come back to Hyderabad. So, whatever you are eating, try and eat there. Same with apparels. For example, I'm throwing a jam. Blame it on the boogie. And I am having my apparel, just a t-shirt. So, what I do when I go for any jam, I make sure that if I see an apparel, I make sure I buy it. Unless and until it is too costly. With some 1800, 2000, definitely a dancer cannot get. So what these apparel guys should do, if you own a business, I understand, fair enough. But if it's your jam and you are having an apparel store, make sure that it is budget friendly and a participant should buy it if it's budget friendly to him. Why? Because that is a memory for you. Whenever you use it and you dance and you post a story or you put a post, anything, we see a video. If I see a Blame It on the Boogie video, forget about me, forget about the sponsorship, forget about me seeing, I will see it and I'll have fun. I will be happy. अरे अपना जैम का टी शर्ट पहन के उतरा भाई कौन की एक जैम में उससे बड़ा क्या होना बोल. So that is how it is. So these are very small things. But if you do this, if a participant does this, that will help you as an organizer. So this is missing. This we should promote. This will help more events. And as he told, dancers throw an event. What happens is they have to take suggestions. See, talking nowadays, it's easy to connect to any person. I can connect to Gonza in one message. I can connect to Nobunaga in one message. So what you do, there is a successful organizer. You know how Blame It on the Boogie happens. You know how Spitter Game happens. And you know how Freeze used to happen. You approach them. You talk to them, bro. Let me know if you have any sponsors. Or tell me how should I approach them. Something like that.
Yeah.
There's no
That's
harm
one good
in talking.
point, yeah. People should always ask for it.
Yeah.
So I don't do it a lot. When someone is organizing up to date, I will see from.
Also, you should do your homework. There, at least 6 months or a year ahead, and then approach artists. And also, when you are promising an artist or you are trying to get an international artist, you say, sir, this is the station that we want. You will be here. This is your travel date, and you said that you will go back. And also, whatever you plan, be it the remuneration that we talk, be it the hospitality, you should ensure that these are the top notch. See, on your list, these have to be taken care. Because I faced a lot of difficulties to get you international artists. I don't want to take the names or I don't want to talk about one particular organizer or anyone. I wanted to get one favorite pop artist who's favorite for everyone. Now,
I've been trying to get him since last 3 years. And whenever I ask him, he very clearly say no. The reason he had a bad experience, a bad experience, that he doesn't want to travel to India. And now this perspective has to change. Whoever is organizing the jam should definitely do their math, and whatever is promised has to be delivered to effort.
Yeah.
Because this is not about one honor or something, but it's about getting an artist or improving your dancing scene in India. And we definitely want to be on the art. We have to pretty much take it all.
I think for organizers, it's you sticking to your promise has to not just be to the artist, but also for every dancer who's traveling champion. Is you cannot be saying, okay, fine, I'm going to have so many categories, but because I've been managing the party, I'm going to cut this category off. Because you're spoiling the rep of your jam.
Yeah.
You're also having a bad case for a dancer who's traveling. Because the organizer was just caught up managing for time. That's why I think it's a two-way street where you have, for a jam, you have different stakeholders, right? You have your artists who's traveling, you have your dancers who travel here, yeah. You have your audience, okay? All of these are your stakeholders. You keep one happy and the other two happy, like discontent, you still can't call your jam a success. If you have 3 out of 3, then your jam is 100 out of 100. And I think all of us to organize jams have to keep that in mind. It is, and we do blame it on the Lucy as well. For us, it is, there are areas where we purely think as a dancer, where well hand, and so we are like, okay, fine, if Breaker is current for jam, what does he want? He wants to cipher. If you do not have a place to cipher, the Breaker is going to be restless. And to have energies in the jam when the last part of the audience is a dancer. Because they understand the music, they relate to the music, they relate to the dancer. Because as you can see for a lot of jams, your crowd is basically your FNF, your friends and family of anyone who's dancing there. Otherwise, there's no one who's going to come and sit for 8 or 9 hours. Chuma, and see open by Yapa. Unless they have someone who they know dancing, then they're going to cheer for the quality of practice. So I think a lot of the organizers have to take that into account by doing jams. So Anup, what is the next edition of Spit Again going to look like? What can people look forward to? When is it happening? This is your time.
And there is also this side of the dancers, the participants. 2 sides of them. Onion Partala or Mari. Yeah? When the jam happens, they don't come.
Ama.
And when the jam stopped happening, they raise questions. Why is the jam not? 2 things, right? For example, we did this jam last summer with almost 6 national judges and a good DJ and everything, bro. We had, it was a big event. There was hip hop one-on-one and there was open style and everything, right? And then we were supposed to do in a venue which was completely sponsored, but it was summer and it was so hot. Then we came to know we cannot do the event in that particular spot because dancers might feel it's so hot. But we could have done that there because it was free, right? We don't have to spend even a single penny for that, right? But what we felt was, okay, this is going to be difficult for the dancers to survive the whole day. Let's move on to a different place. Then we almost end on spending 30,000 rupees for a venue for that whole day, but a crazy venue, bro. Like a big studio, huge studio with centralized AC, this and that. Like it was cold as fuck the whole day, man. So, bro, the event went on a loss of almost 2.5 lakhs. We went on a loss. Bro, there were a lot of dancers, hip-hop dancers, open style dancers. They didn't come for the event. I was like, what happened to you guys? We did this for you, but you didn't come to the event. Now, then we realized, you know what? Something different has to work on. then we started doing more Tamil jams, playing Tamil music, but open style. Like you can dance hip hop, you can dance any style that you are specialized in, but you dance to Tamil music, right? So there is a blend of emotions and culture involved when you dance to Tamil music, right? That's what I believe, because no matter how much you train yourself in popping, breaking, and hip hop, at the end of the day, we're from India. We have a different culture going on here, right? But that's what the beauty is. You always learn something from outside, but then you put yourself into it. You don't copy that. You know what I'm saying? Even the people who found these styles, that's what they say. You learn it, but you bring something to it. You don't just copy.
Let it evolve.
Yeah, let it evolve. So we introduced this Tamil song battles, but people enjoyed just because it's Tamil battle, right? It's new. Then people started there were a lot of crowds for this event, and people started doing it everywhere. And then a lot of people, right? And the event organizers eventually finding more money, not for the benefit, not for the gain, but at least break even, right?
Yes, yes.
So it started happening. Now, I see people are so confused. All these people who didn't turn up to the event when hip hop and open style happened, now they started complaining, why is this Tamil jam happening? Why is this Tamil music playing in the battles? It's not the culture. It's not the way. And what happened to the hip hop battles and open style battles? Bring it back. Bro, come on, man. When it happened, you didn't come. Now when it's not happening, something else is coming, something else people are supporting, and you don't want that to grow. So this mentality of dancers and participants has to change as well. Somehow they have to come and support the event, which is good eventually for them, for the future, right? If they think the entry fee is higher, it's because even the crash price is higher. You have 25,000. We gave 25,000 to the winners for the battle. And the entry fee was just 900. But people didn't turn up because it was 900.
Well, I'll tell you what. The last Blame It on the Boogie that we did, crew-on-crew breaking paddles, you know how much was the cash prize?
Yeah.
We announced it like, month in advance. The cash prize pool for crew breaking paddles was 1 lakh.
Oh my goodness.
And you know how many crews turned up?
Yeah?
6 of them.
Oh no, man.
6 of them. And we still stuck to our promise and paid the winner 75 grand, paid the runner 25 grand.
That's crazy, bro.
And I wanted the crew to pay winner 1 lakh, runners up 25.
And glad I got him because I handled the finances.
Last minute they were like, नहीं भाई इतना तो नहीं दे सकते 1 lakh कोई डिवाइड 1 lakh आता 75 ಹಂಗೆ 25 ಪನ್ಲಾನ ನಾ ரொம்ப ಕಷ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನಿಂಚ ಒಂದ್ರವಾನ್ ಮುಪ ಕಿಲ್ಚಿಲ್ಲ.
Imagine the disappointment that we
Bro,
felt, though.
that's why.
The judge was rocks right, okay?
Oh.
The judge is rocks right. It's a proper breaking jab, okay? And you have a cash pool of like 1 lakh. Did not happen.
Bro, how can people don't come to this event like this, bro?
Okay, rocks right workshop was free on both the days. Still didn't happen. Like, can you even think of a sensible possible reason of why didn't that happen? Like, it's still
This has to be addressed. I know people don't have money. The dancers who dance, they are struggling financially, but they should start thinking in a different way. It's an investment to them. The money that they're going to spend, they have to somehow save it, because if you go to abroad, it's huge.
Yes.
It's huge. So as you said, people like Rocksrite and people like people who come from abroad, you go abroad and learn, you end up spending in lakhs. And they're coming here, you just spend in thousands. So that's a win situation for you. So you have to make use of it, man. End of the day,
People still look at, picking up the costlier fare than the,
I know,
a cheaper price.
and then they regret later. They don't understand the importance of this, right? People should understand this.
And I come back to your question also. With the previous edition, which we did, there was one category, light feed. We thought there'll be like good amount of people traveling. At least if someone says 100 is their number, I at least pick up a number of say 30 or 40. This is the ratio that I keep in my mind. Okay, there's going to be a 40. And you've got an international artist. Getting an international artist is not easy one thing.
I know.
And you take a lot of things. For example, the venue. Initially, our venue was costing us 21 lakh
Oh,
in 3 days.
shit.
If I count commercially, thanks to Telangana government then, KTR was very supportive. Then the sports minister, Mr. Srinivas Raut, was very supportive. Then we had to talk to them, saying, so this is a sport. This is a dance sport. Now, this is going to be in 2024 Olympic also. It's called breaking. Then they considered, because they also wanted to be sure that they're not doing favorism to one in a community or one particular thing. And then we bought the venue. We spent close to 5 lakh rupees on the venue for 3 days.
Wow.
And we had close to 2,000 pieces. But there were a few categories where, it really didn't shine like we wanted it. But we still continued whatever we said, okay, this is what we can do. Let's do it. And we have closed it. Another thing, when people travel, they worry about their expenses and other stuff. We always look at putting up for example, they wanted a stay. We ensure, even if it's an international jam happening in Hyderabad, there are people traveling from there, we ensure that 2 people or 3 people sharing the room, their room rent wouldn't go beyond 800 rupees. 3 people are staying in one room, we ensure that it is 800, as in 2400 in total, is one factor that we look at, and we speak to people like that when we negotiate. And a lot of dancers don't know that there are a lot of schemes and support that the government does. For example, last night when we were having Mandi, I told you, Anna, if there are more than 6 people traveling in train in a particular class. Now, for example, they're traveling in sleeper class. They want to go as a group, more than 5 or 6 people. Now, you call the organizer, tell them, bro, we have 6 people coming in. What can you do? We issue a letter to you. Then you go to a reservation counter, book your tickets there. On a sleeper class, you get 50 to 75% discount. On a third class AC or a second class AC, you get up to 25 to 50% discount.
This is amazing, bro.
For travel. So their expenses are taken care there. They need not spend thousands of rupees. It will be very minimal. For example,
Crazy.
traveling from Chennai to Hyderabad, on an average, as an sleeper class ticket would be say 500 or 600. You end up getting like a 250 something. You
Wow.
have a berth, come, sleep, you come to the jam and do it.
This is amazing, man.
If people should research on these things. So that is why we take a year time, we do put up all of this information on our Instagram.
I hope people know this, man. even if you start promoting it now and do the event after a year, they'll still come and tell you, what? Oh, I didn't know all these things.
They should understand these things.
Yeah.
No. Coming back to your person, what is there first? Again, what did you say?
We have like take one looking at artists. We are getting an artist on Transfer House as Orlando, which we already reviewed on Instagram. Website. The website name is Today Game Dobbins. Please check it. In fact, I have released the schedule also
For the next year, as in the next coming 10 months, what it's going to be.
I've already announced the Jan schedule as well. Also, we have Interactive DJ. This edition, we have in queue choreography competition on the day of event. That on the day of event, it's going to be the finals. Prior to it, October 4th and 5th, you're going to have semi-finals, and Raviana is one of the judges for Video Game Fight. And I have a good story. I wanted to tell you that.
And I never told you this also. My dad's name is Ravi Raj. Okay, and my kid's name is Ravid.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
his name is Noel Ravi Rajan.
Oh,
So I have a special connect when it comes to story with you. That is why I love so much. And like, Anna, after you're doing this, I want you to be there.
yeah.
After even if I speak to someone on closing up something, the second would be always you. And
I know, man. He's speaking from his heart, bro.
So these are the things that will be there for Brigadier and I am looking at big up in a bigger venue compared to last time, and I'm hoping this edition will have close to 3,500 to 5,000 participants. We have a lot of collaborations this time. We have collaborated with TDC, Curry Dance Company, one of our hometown studio, and they go to a lot of competitions there. Ravian also, she.
and they wanna be helping us with choreography competition. That also we have communites from Hyderabad. There are like close to 30,000 people in Hyderabad. 30,000 is the number. They started like a year ago, and they have like close to 70 clubs. We have, in fact, our website is designed by them because has designed a website along with Laukit. Laukit is again one of Anna's student that he always talks about. Okay, Raviana is coming. Okay, and I'm going to eat there. That's the love he also has. He helped us with the website and everything. So pretty much about Studio Gamers. So we are at a crowd of 2,500 to 5,000 people, and we are getting more collaborations also on board very soon, and we'll reveal more details.
Video Game 6, happening this October, taller, better, faster, stronger. That's what Anup is promising.
And I'm already seeing the success, bro. I'm already seeing the success with the amount of things planned for the event. It's going to be the biggest ever, man. Trust me.
Yes, Asura. So, what can people look for you the next 3 or 6 months? Once in a while, what are you cooking?
So there's a lot of things. Like I have layers. One is for Asura, one is for Nawab Tang, and one is for the whole team. So what I look for me is like I understood that going forward, attention is something that is going to be the fuel of fuel, and then like slowly it will be the most costlier thing, I would say, because that's what all the brand and everything we look towards, like towards the bigger distribution. They can have to something like that. So I want to build a little bit of hype doing the same thing that I'm doing, but a little bit differently. So after that 1 year, what happened was like I settled down, and then I took a decision. I wanted to make a dance kind of music, which I always wanted to do. Then I realized like what kind of music that I usually dance like. That like all the like old hip hop music, and slowly a little bit of Afro things like that, which has the good beats and good grooves. I wanted to make something like that, and then slowly I figured out like see what I actually dance on without my knowledge is when the street drums play the way of streets. Like that's something I don't have control. I have to learn all the other forms in there. But like when I go there, automatically like koi bazaar aata like you like do some stuff like that. So I'm blending the hip hop that I know with the local South Indian profession, and it's like taking a hip hop beat, removing kick snare on the stage, putting share tansa, and then play it on it. So it sounded totally different. Because that's what I'm working on. So I'm coming up with the EP. It's called Master. It's Mas Star Ma Star Master. So it's a triple entendre or something, and the EP is going to be something. That's for Asura. Nawab Gang is releasing one music video every month. Week is too tiring for us now.
Yes, sir.
Like, we don't want to get burned out. So we're releasing one music video every month, and then we have something very, very dehithi coming up with, that I realized like somehow we need to shed light on what basically hip hop is, and also how many elements are there in it. And better way to show that is a film film. Like Gully Boy just takes that for rap, but if you see Telugu piece, it is Ocean. I mean, this two stays, and most of the area I would say. So they wouldn't listen if someone says, but they will definitely listen at the cinema set. So I got like that's a platform where we probably put all the movements into it. So we are working on a film script. So it's gonna start like that's the currently working on. So it's a hip hop and action oriented setup because we have to make it into the industry for all. But first off is all about like authentic elements of the public now. So we're gonna explain it like hip hop is like religion. There are some castes also now. But like we thought like it's time. It's time people know about all that kind of stuff because it's always one order and it's slowly growing. I think it's time where we show the culture, how the Hyderabad celebrates it, and then how we letting it have all also adding our culture to it. like, you know, what is our kind of the. So we're gonna have all the, like, you know, all the people who are into hip hop and Hyderabad, and also Vizag, and all from anywhere basically. So we're planning that. May is when we're thinking to start shooting. We have the producer on board. You know, bunch of people on board.
Nice. Good.
So I thought, like, you know, this should do it. This should, like, you know, bring all that light to. I mean, I see a lot of struggle. Like, you know, first generations, second generations. Like, you know, I see the more it is evolving, even the more we're going into roots. I think it's something like that is possible. That's for the scene, and also parallelly, I wanted to especially work and also give knowledge to people for the recording music. I can come back to teach people like how to rap and stuff, and then we can come back that later when there are few figures or people can get inspired from. So we build those figures first, and then we want to we let everyone, like, you know, get inspired, and then that's when we're gonna start seeing what I thought. So I have bunch of people in my head, like 4 to 5 artists that I want to produce music for, and then I also get them videos done, like, get them onto the label for stuff. So these are brief things that I'm, like, you know, trying to do. So
Yeah, there are massive projects. I hope all your plans come to fruition, to reality. I think there's been a big validation, ladies and gentlemen, of it. Whatever we watch and viewers. So I think we will call it a wrap here. A great conversation. I think it's time for some good breakfast. Anupal can just now for a while.
I mean, I learned a lot about, like, things that I didn't know. It's super fun.
Yeah, I mean,
Crazy.
That's been so nice.
you sit on for conversations, you know people.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.